Ladies and gentlemen, the beat goes on.
Turn it up.
What you're about to hear may cause your speakers to explode.
Grant's Rock Warehouse is keeping it real in the field.
Get ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Welcome to Grant's Rock Warehouse, and we are live and we are back. We are going to take a look at our top 5 favorite tracks from 2001. We will have time for honorable mentions, so we've got a great panel tonight. We want to hear from you. What are your favorite tracks from 2001? Let's do it.
Serving up riffs hotter than Hellfire Chili with a beer chaser. Grant's Rock Warehouse.
Woo! Here we go. Look at this panel, ladies and gentlemen. Holy crap, I want to welcome Webb. We've got Cretin. We've got Alex Winter here. Alex Ploitation, who is filling in for Uncle Meat. Uncle Meat prepared a list. Could not be here. Alex will be filling in for him. We also have BM Bolt. We've got the Elder. We have Eric. We have Yvonne. Yvonne is up late. And we have DC. Oh, he's got, yes. It's a light show in Norway. Anyway, I want to welcome everybody here today. Let's see who is here in the chat. Oh, I forgot about that. Well, we won't be running that tonight. Let's see. Rock is here. Jason, nice to see you. Wolf is here. Look at, T is making an experience. Oh, fantastic. Tyler Patterson. Peter Jones is here. I only have 3 albums for 2001. Well, it was a tough one to do. Webb is here. Oh, yeah, there he is. Jay is here.
And there he is.
Kathy's here. Thank you, Kathy. Kathy was on the QFM 96 show. John, My Music Corner, Johnny Metal, not here, but he is here in spirit. I don't know. We're good. Let's just get going. I had trouble finding my tracks, but I did it. All right. I think we're going to go 2, 2, and 1, and then we'll just do our one pick. And we'll just zip around. And when you do your one pick, if you have any honorable mentions, that's your moment to shine. Look, no, I want you on this show. I don't like doing the show without you. That's the problem. But I'm sure he'll be back. I hope. All right, cool. Anyway, let's do this. So we're going to go Webb, Cretin, Meat, or I don't even know what to call you. I'm just going to call you Meat.
Uncle Meat Ploitation.
Okay, Meat Ploitation. Alex. It's going to be difficult for me. We're going to go BM Bolt. We're going to go The Elder, Webb. Oh, shit. The Elder, and then Eric, and then Yvonne, and then DC, and then I guess me. So we'll just keep whining around. All right. Webb, what is your first 2?
Okay, well, I'm starting with a band that I don't think a lot of you guys know, and it's the brand new Immortals. They released 1 album on Elektra, and the song... There's 5 or 6 or 7 really good songs, but Table Manners.
Oh, shit, I need to upload these. Hold on, Webb. well, I uploaded all the rest of them except Webb's. So, because I treat Webb special, because you never know. All right, what was your pick again? I'm so sorry.
Brand New Mortals, Table Manners.
There you go. All right.
Now, David Ryan Harris, this band consisted of Johnny Colt, who had left the Black Crowes, and David Ryan Harris was the songwriter, and he was in a band called Follow for Now that was signed to Chrysalis in the early 90s. They were like a Living Color Fishbone without the horns and kind of Lenny Kravitz kind of thing. They never made it. They were unbelievable. But they formed this band, saw them live a few times, and they absolutely smoked. They didn't get promoted by Elektra, so it was one and done. David Ryan Harris went on the tour, part of the touring band with John Mayer for 8 years. He was a rhythm guitar player and sang backup vocals and everything. Really soulful voice. Table Manners is just a great song. This guy's a great lyricist. And if you don't know this record, look it up. It is very solid. It's hard rock. It's got soul. It's got funk. It's got a little bit of everything. And
that sounds like it's right up my alley there, Webb.
Yeah, he's criminally underrated songwriter. We've seen him. My wife loves him. I think she has a crush on him. And he still tours solo, David Ryan Harris. But this never made it big. Just one of those guys, one of thousands of people that should have but didn't. But Brand New Immortals, check it out. Tragic Show, great album.
Awesome, cool.
And I just said something about Johnny Colt leaving the Black Crowes, and my number 4 will be the song "Come On" off Lions. This is maybe their 5th album, I think, maybe, or 6th. Thank you, Alex, or Meat, or.
We'll call him Exploitation.
But
subbing for Uncle Meat.
Yes. Now, by this time the Crowes were they were kind of on and I don't think, they weren't as popular as they were with the first 3 releases, but they were still bringing it. Come On has a really cool riff that's like Out on the Tiles from Zeppelin 3. It has that. It's really catchy. It's
Webb, do that again. Do that again. Well, how's it go? Okay.
So this album, though, is 3 or 4 good songs, I'm going to tell you. But Come On is a great song, and definitely my favorite on this album. And check it out if you're a Black Crowes fan. I think it's probably one of their last good albums till they kind of, I don't know, they kind of went, kind of lost some of their popularity. And, of course, they came back, and they're still around. So anyway, Come On, Black Crowes, Lions. That's my first 2.
All right, fantastic. Thank you, Webb. All right, let's throw it over to Mr. Cretin. Davey, what are your first 2?
Okay, my number 5 pick, I'm going to go to the realm of prog rock or prog metal, a band from England called Threshold. I've spoken about them before.
Oh, found
album, Hypothetical. I'm going with the final track, an 11-minute song called Narcissus. On the prog corner with Scott Lade, we did an album ranking, so any prog metal fans who love Threshold, check out that ranking on the prog corner with our buddy Scott. You got great guitars on this song from Nick Midson and Carl Groom, and Carl Groom co-wrote the song with John Geary. You get an elongated bridge section with distorted vocals from the late Andrew Mack McDermott, who was a great singer, passed away unfortunately, and some great underpinning keyboards from keyboard player Richard West. And I have his autobiography right here. So I even have a book to show off.
My God.
He looks a little like Alex or Uncle Meat, right? Same facial structure there.
I don't know.
Tonight.
Getting back to the song itself, 2/3 of the way through, you get that great Dream Theater-esque prog metal trade-off of a keyboard solo, guitar solo, keyboard solo, guitar solo. Love the chorus on this song. It's all about envy, Narcissus, and you're looking at your own reflection in my eyes. That's what the song is about. You're not looking at me. You're looking at you to see how you look through me. So it's a cool song lyrically, great musically. That's my number 5. Moving on to my number 4, I did a show about this band recently on Cretan Classics with my friends from the YouTube channel Underlord's Universe. We each picked our favorite songs from the band Blue Oyster Cult from Long Island, right here in New York. I'm going with their 2001 album, Curse of the Hidden Mirror. Track number 1, written and sung by the great underrated Buck Dahmer. What a guitar player that guy is.
Fantastic.
Dance on Stilts. 6-minute song. You got Buck singing lead here, playing great guitar throughout the song. On the rhythm section, Danny Miranda's bass and Bobby Rondinelli plays drums on this album. We played with Rainbow. And the rhythm section, I don't know if it's a victim of the loudness wars, but the rhythm section, the drums, the bass, they just pop out of the speakers at you. And Rondo's performance on this song is excellent. He does a great drum flourish at the end of the song. Now, Buck has an extended guitar solo from about the 4:38 mark till the end of the song. And his guitar playing is off the chain. I love his vocals. About 2/3 of the way through, the song switches, gets a little faster, slightly more intense, sort of like two songs smushed into one. Dance on Stilts, it's a very deep track from BOC because this record was on such a small label. CMC, it didn't get much press, so not a lot of people know about it. But my favorite song from it, Dance on Stilts, that's my number 4.
Fantastic. Davy Cretin bringing it hard. And yes, go
The
ahead.
first time the word smushed has been used in the warehouse.
I don't think it has been used. That's a good
either.
point, DC. All right. Thank you, Cretin. Let's throw it over to who did I say? Alex? Yeah. All right.
Flash Meat.
I can't remember.
And so let me reiterate, I am filling in for Uncle Meat.
Yes.
Sorry he could not be here. He wanted representation. Why he chose me, I don't know. Kind of foolish, but okay.
He's got good taste.
It's because you had the shirt.
But the
Proper
big thing
shirt.
is he was double booked and he feels bad. The other gig was way more important though. So that's why I'm here. No, I just made it up, Uncle Meat. I'm just kidding. But we're gonna start.
I think he had to get his. I think it was something to do with his. I don't know. Enema. He had to do something. I don't know. Something.
I'm not speaking on that.
He had to get cleaned out. I can't remember what it was.
Webb, big ups to you for Follow For Now. I thought I was the only person to own that. They are a fantastic one and done. And, I even consider them for a little known band show at some point because they are great. So, all right, back to the scheduled programming.
Yes, sir.
We're going to go with the Black Crowes. The song he chose is Midnight from the Inside Out. So as we already established, this was their 6th album. It got to Billboard 20 on the album charts. And Webb, you mentioned a little bit of Zeppelin. This album came after the tour with Jimmy Page, and I think that definitely rubbed off on this entire album. This is one song on his list I can speak on to actually own the album of. I like it more than you. I think it's a solid album. It doesn't have a lot of standout hits, but I just think the deep tracks are really, really good, and it definitely has that Zepp swagger to it. So that's meets number 5.
All right.
Number 4, Masters of Reality. The song is Third Man on the Moon, and it is from Deep in a Hole, which is their 4th album. And if you don't know this band, this is sort of early in the formation of stoner rock. There's hard rock, there's blues rock on this. I just listened to the song for the first time today. I had one of their earlier albums and never really paid much attention to them after that. I really like this song. I think it kind of sums up their sound. Nice guitar work. It's got a cool breakdown with like spacey sounds, which plays off of the name of the song. They take their name from the Black Sabbath album. And the album I had was the second album. I actually had Ginger Baker, which I forgot he was even in this band for a minute. So
Sunrise on the Zephyr Bus is the one that Ginger Baker's on. Yeah.
So that is Uncle Meat Ploitation 5 and 4.
All right, Byron's yawning or something. Get ready to hack a loogie. I don't know.
I've known the two Black Crowes tunes. That's it so far, though. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
And I'd mentioned, I listened to that album, I think yesterday or the day before, and I was like, God, why didn't I pick something off of this? Because I was really digging it. So I picked a bunch of shit nobody's heard of. So you know how it goes.
Well, we know how it goes with you, Byron. So, yeah.
All right. So my first pick, this is like a little super group jazz fusion. The band's called Cab, and this is their second album, Cab 2, which actually had some Grammy nominations. We got Tony McAlpine, Dennis Chambers, Bunny Burnell, and Brian Auger on this. And the song is called Decisions. It's just, if you like jazz fusion, you'll dig this album. That's a really good track. I almost picked the song Southside, which I thought was really good as well. So check that out, you guys, if you're into that kind of stuff. And my number 2 pick I'm going to go off the Mr. Big album, Actual Size, featuring Richie Kotzen. It's the second album. The song is called Shine. It's a very good track. He even redid this on one of his own albums a year or two later. Kotzen wrote this along with Richie Zito of Cheap Trick fame.
Oh, I can't stand Richie Zito.
Remember
Richie Zito.
We did.
He butchered Cheap Trick. Richie Zito butchered Cheap Trick.
Yeah, but you dug that Wilson Hawk album.
Yeah, but he butchered Cheap Trick. God, Jesus.
Yeah, Byron, I completely
my ears
forgot
out.
about this album with Kotzen in the guitarist role. I need to go back and acquaint myself.
2 albums. Davey, what's the first album he did?
I'm not sure.
Oh, gosh.
I think it's got a guy on a motorcycle. What?
With the motorcycle? I can see the album cover if that's I know the album
guy
cover.
Standing on a motorcycle or something? I can't remember.
Riding in an unconventional manner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guy standing on the motorcycle urinating.
What the?
So anyway, those are my 2
Get
picks.
over it.
All right, cool.
Get over
Excellent.
it. Thank you,
I
Eric.
guess those picks are okay. All right, let's throw it over to the Elder of Rock, ladies and gentlemen. Elder, take it away.
All right, my first one is going to be by Pink, and this is going to be Just Like a Pill.
What did I do with that?
And this is cool. This is like her second album, but I think she might really consider this her first album because her real first album was real R&B and kind of top 40 influence. And this one, she's kind of mixing more rock elements into it. And I think this album and her next few albums after this, I think she wrote that good line of pop and rock, and how to mix the two together quite well. And this song, I think, is a good example of it. Starts out kind of slow, and then the pre-chorus kind of kicks in, and then the chorus kicks in, and then from then on, it's kind of a upbeat song.
I don't know. I can't find it. I uploaded it, but it might have disappeared. Sorry.
What cool. And then my next one, number 4, is going to be Ozzy Osbourne, Gets Me Through, off of Down to Earth. I really like this, especially the opening lyrics. I'm not the one you think I am, the Antichrist or the Iron Man.
That's not it either. Oh, there's Pink. I found it.
There's Pink.
We have found a Pink graphic.
God, I swear to God. All right, here's Ozzy. Sorry.
Ozzy, yeah. So this is cool. And this is like Zach back on guitar, and this is his first album, I think, after like the start of the Osbournes, and so this. I kind of remember it was like a huge, but I kind of remember this album being a little bit of a big deal. It was putting it out, and the tour. I think I saw the tour for this as an Ozfest when he did Ozfest. I saw, so he played songs off of this album, and and I think it's really good. And I'm probably getting a lot more sentimental about Ozzy now that he's passed. So 5 and 4 for that one.
And then he was other pick. There's the Pink album, but I was looking around it, and some people list this as 2002. I don't know. Maybe it was released late 2001. That's usually what happens. So
November 2000
I don't know.
is when it came out. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, there she is, Pink. So sorry about that, Elder. All right, let's throw it over. All right, fantastic. Let's throw it over to Eric. Eric, you are up.
All right, my first pick here is off these guys' third album, simply titled 3, from the band Giant. The song "You Will Be Mine." So the album opens up with a killer mini guitar solo by Dan Huff called "Combustion" that segues right into the song "You Will Be Mine." That kind of sets the stage for a really good, catchy guitar riff. A good accessible chorus as expected from these guys. A good solid rocker to open up the last album with Dan singing and playing guitar, as he would go on to be a very sought after producer. His brother David on drums and Jim, the bass player, whose last name I cannot pronounce, have kept the band going Terry Brock sang on the one album, and then Kent Hilly is sang on the last two Giant records. Dan is still involved with them, but just his schedule just doesn't allow it. But classic melodic rock band, Dan Huff rules. So that's my first pick. Next pick, this is off their fourth album, Satellite. I'm going with the rap rockers or new metal band POD and the song Alive. This is the second track off this album and one of the highlights of a really good release. Good catchy chorus to go along with a pretty good metal groove type of guitar riff going on. This actually went to number 4 on the US rock charts and actually went to number 1 in the UK on their rock and metal charts. There was a lot of buzz about this band coming up to this record. I saw there used to be a Christian metal rock fest in Illinois. I can't remember the name of the town. This is when Stryper was starting to kind of get back together. POD opened up the night before, and that was the whole talk of the whole fest, was POD's performance the night before. So yeah, they were doing a lot of buzz, and they came in that perfect time there in 2001 when new metal, and the Limp Bizkits and industrial metal, Marilyn Manson and all that was very popular, and they had a very good crossover appeal from the secular and the Christian rock and metal markets. So, but solid record. Love that song, Alive. So that's my 5 and 4.
Fantastic. All right. Thank you, Eric. All right. Let's throw to Yvonne, all the way from Norway.
Yeah, you hear me?
You sound fantastic, Yvonne.
Good. My number 5 pick is this guy from Canada. I like him. It's Leonard Cohen, and of course, it's the first single from this album, In My Secret Life. And he has written this song with Sharon Robinson. I think she's a famous writer. She writes songs with a lot of other artists, but also a lot of songs with Cohen. And this was, of course, on the album 10 New Songs from 2001. It was the lead single, and maybe it was under the single they have on this album. But that was my number 5 pick from 2001. So then we can come to number 4. That's a song that maybe not so many people know about, but it's a band, American band from New York. They call them Ivy, and this is the debut single that was called Edge of the Ocean. And this band was a trio. It was Adam Schlesinger and Andy Chase and Dominique Durand from Paris. And Andy and Dominique was a couple, still a couple. And Adam Schlesinger died after COVID. And they also released last year a new album with songs that Adam was in. Adam plays on it, and he plays the guitar. And they have also ready a new album that will be released this year. And I saw this interview with Dominique and Andy on this Rick Beato YouTube channel, and I liked the interview. And he's starting to get more and more interview on his channel. And this song was very nice. I didn't know about the song, but it's a famous song. It was the only hit song they had, I think, from this album in 2001. And I think they released the album in Japan in 2000, but it was released in June 2001 all over the world. But it's a very good song, and I think it's used in a lot of other commercials and movies. Have you heard about this song and group?
Yes, I like Ivy quite a little bit. Yes, I love them.
So it's a new acquaintance.
Quite different for Adam Schlesinger than Fountains of Wayne. It's a very different type of group.
Yeah, it has this other group also. So that was my number 5 and 4 picks from 2001.
All right, we'll throw it over to Mr. DC Collins. Go ahead, DC.
My first two picks here. I had no problem coming up with 10, but of course you could say, yeah, but you got shitty taste in music. So, but my five are all well, except for the last one. Everything you should be familiar with. No Rundgren pick with the first one, but another one of my musical heroes, Paul McCartney from the album Driving Rain with the tune Driving Rain. Not one of my favorite McCartney albums, but I do like 3 or 4 songs here, and this is my pick of the 4. And next is a group that at the time I thought would never, ever again make any sort of top 10 list of mine. Since their glory days of the 70s, they became a different band and one that I didn't care for much anymore. But with this tune, they had my attention once again. It's Aerosmith with a power pop gem, Jaded. And as a few people have mentioned in the comments, overall, this album isn't that stellar, but that song, Jaded, is a gem. And I don't think Aerosmith did any power pop song previously, but this is about as
power pop as you get.
An Aerosmith song as you can get. I like it quite a little bit. So those are my top 2.
That's a good one, DC. I like that song by them.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I was on a treadmill at a fitness center, and they had a music channel playing on one of the 17 TVs, and seeing this, and I hit the button. I said, "Oh wow, Aerosmith! I like this." Never thought it would happen again.
Yeah, but was this back in 2001 when you heard it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
When it was happening.
All right. Good. All right. Well, kids, this was very difficult for me because, well, it just was damn difficult. My number 5, someone has already brought this band up in the chat, but we are going to bring them up right here. I'm going to go with Weezer, Island in the Sun. Kind of a breezy, summery power. I think this you can also count as power pop. Modern power pop, the second single from Weezer's self-titled Green album. I guess looking at my research, I guess this almost didn't make the record. And he wrote the demo back in 1999, but Rick Ocasek wanted it on the record. So again, Rick Ocasek, I think, was the best producer for Weezer. Yeah. Island in the Sun, a power pop gem from 2001. My next pick, we are going to go with Sloan, Canadian power pop. What, Byron?
Love Sloan. We love Sloan.
Oh, okay. Fantastic. We're going to go with if it feels good, do it. That's pretty much my motto. This came out on the album Pretty Together. This is the lead single. This was up for a Juno Award for Single of the Year from the Canadian Power Pop Kings. Written by Patrick Pentland. This is a fantastic song. This great harmonies. I mean, it could have, you could listen to this and you could think that, God, Cheap Trick could have came up with this track. But all of the Sloan stuff, I mean, they never really had their real moment here in the States, but man, fantastic. So there you go. Sloan and Weezer. Yeah. All right, let's keep this dog moving. Let's throw it over to Webb. Webb, you are up.
First, I got to say, excellent. Sloan is one of my favorite bands. Seen them live a few times. They came and played in Atlanta for the next album after this one. And they were like, oh, we didn't know on a Thursday night in Atlanta how many people we'd get. And the place was packed out. And they switch up instruments when they play. I mean, they are so talented. Sloan is, God, they're so good. This
Webb, all 4 cats also do songwriting. And I'm always getting great material when it's spread around 4 guys.
And I saw them play right 2 days before COVID hit. So I saw them 2 days before, and then everything shut down. Mm-hmm. And they were playing in Columbus, where they were playing at the AR Music Bar.
Yeah,
fantastic. And they would all switch positions. Yeah. Yep. And they'd all trade off playing instruments and stuff.
Yeah,
they were absolutely incredible. I haven't seen them since, but if they come back around, I'd highly recommend anybody to go see them.
Yeah.
Or at least check out the catalog because there are so many gems.
It's one of those bands. There are no bad Sloan records.
Right.
No bad records. These guys are the real deal.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Action Pack is the one after this, and it is power pop rock perfection. I mean, the whole damn album is awesome. Anyway, enough about Sloan.
Actually, you said Sloan was Ferris Bueller's girlfriend. That is true.
Yes, she was.
Yes, she was.
Oh, here we go. The Wizard says, I bought Aerosmith and just pushed play, and what a weak album compared to the others. Jaded was good. The rest, WTF.
Oh, agreed, Dark Wizard. That is the only track from that album that I have on my external drives after selling that LP. I thought, well, hopefully there's more of this on there. Nah, there ain't.
No. All right.
All right.
Huh?
The video had Mila Kunis in it as well, so that was.
Well, there you go.
That always helps.
What more do you want, folks?
I don't want anything else. Unless it was Bridget Fonda in the video, then I'm rather have that. All right, let's throw it over to Webb. Webb, you're up.
My number 3 is by a band that had a big hit called Possum Kingdom on their first album, and they kind of got really popular there for a while. And then I don't know if this is their second or third album. I think it's one of their last album, The Toadies, and this is Hell Below, Stars Above. And it is some heavy, crazy stuff. The Toadies are very hard to describe. They got a punk element. They sound like they're about to go off the rails a lot. They sound kind of angry sometimes, but they write some really good songs. Went to go see this tour, drove down to the Tabernacle in Atlanta, and there was a note literally like thumbtacked on the door that said, "Show canceled because the band broke up."
No way.
Yeah, I think they had some internal strife. And Ashley and I drove down there, and we're like, "Why is there no one here?" And we pulled into the parking lot, and this was we didn't see it on the internet that it was canceled.
Wow.
And
they broke up.
Little Sin is so the first 3 songs, Plane Crash, Push the Hand, and Little Sin, it has kind of a Texas vibe to it. It's kind of raw. It's kind of, I don't know how to describe the Toadies, but Little Sin, the riff is this badass, and it's in 5. So Possum Kingdom was in 7, and this is in 5. I mean, there's not many songs in 5 that you can like actually kind of clap to and actually follow. So I recommend it. I recommend the album. I think they imploded after this, and I don't know if they ever came back and made another album. Does anybody know?
I don't know. I don't own any.
Well, there you go. This is worth checking out. Toadies, Little Sins.
Oh, I was checked out.
Well, you're raising a kid, right? Or kids?
Well, yeah, but it just got, I don't know. There was just something about it. The 2000s just didn't do very much for me.
Byron's never heard of the Toadies, never heard of Sloan. Come on, Byron. Come on.
Byron's an old dude. He doesn't know. He didn't pay attention.
I mean,
he was designing.
Possum Kingdom everywhere, man.
He was engineering.
Possum Kingdom, you've heard the songs because it was on the radio all the time for about a year, wasn't it, Elder? I feel like it was.
And also, any bar band was playing it. Now, I know because I was in a bar band that played it, and we were one of many bar bands that play that. If you could, so you go to a bar, you would hear it.
There you go.
But this is raw and it's edgy, and if you want to hear something cool, just check it out. Toadies. Okay.
Byron wouldn't know it because there's no shredding on that Toadies album, so he would have not heard it. That makes sense.
Possum Kingdom was later than 93, though. I don't know. They had a lot of time in between albums. I mean, that might be right. Maybe it was 93 when they had that.
I still hear it on classic rock. I heard it on classic rock radio where they played it.
I remember the Toadies kind of came out when Nirvana hit. It was all in that area.
Yeah.
I think 93 sounds about right.
Yeah, but that's a good one. Okay, well, I might have another one that Byron's never heard of for my number 2.
Keep them coming.
Spoon. Spoon is a unbelievable band. They've never had a bad rating from anybody on any of their albums. I might a little bit hyperbole there, but This is their third album. They're from Texas. They're from Austin, led by Britt Daniel. Met the guy on the street in Athens. Seen these guys live about 10 times. They've never really made it. They've sold, I think one of their albums went gold, and a couple after this in the late 2000s. Spoon is very hard to describe. They have an alt punk kind of feel. They play blues, they rock, they play power pop. They do some great power pop. Spoon is one of the most talented, underrated bands ever, I think, in the last like 40 years. They are incredible. And the Fitted Shirt has one of the most badass riffs ever. Again, it's hard to describe. So Byron, look them up. Ashley knows. Ashley's been to all these. We've actually met a couple guys in the band, so maybe that's why I like them more. But they are worth checking out if you've never heard Spoon. You can pick any of their albums. They play a variety of everything. But Fitted Shirt it's a song about wearing his dad's shirt. He just writes the craziest songs, cool, intelligent lyrics. Check them out. Spoon. Girls Can Tell. This is a great album.
All right. Awesome. Fantastic. All right. Thank you, Webb. Let's sort of Mr. Cretan. Davey, what are your next two?
Oh, thank you. Webb, I had a coworker that played Spoon all the time.
Yeah.
So I am familiar with some of their stuff, although it's been years since I've heard it. Good band. Never annoyed me when he put them on.
DC can play the spoons.
Yeah, I used to do it
Spoon
before
Man,
Red's
second
game.
That's right.
Coins. I'd be out front. People would flip nickels at me and such. Hit me with sticks.
All right, go ahead, Cretan. You're up.
For my number 3, I'm going to the world of progressive rock with a 26-minute song from this band's second album, Bridge Across Forever. I am talking about Transatlantic, and here I have a 2 CD import.
Oh,
that's why the cover looks slightly different, but Grant does have the right cover.
I think I've got a couple of Transatlantic CDs. I don't think I have this one though.
Nice. This is the second one. It's a Prague supergroup. Consists of Neil Morse, who used to be with Spock's Beard, Royna Stolt from the Flower Kings, Mike Portnoy of Dream Theater fame, and Pete Trowavis from Marillion, the bass player for basically their whole career. It's a super long song divided into 6 parts. All 4 members sing lead and backing vocals on this song. And like all epic Prague songs, it goes through a lot of moods, shifts, sonics, tempo changes. Mellow, it's heavy. My favorite part probably is towards the beginning where Pete Trowavis from Marillion is singing lead, and he's at the top of his range, and it's such tender lyrics, and he has such a delicate voice. It's a great part of the song. And then Neil Morse sings that part at the end, and he has a more powerful, strident, upbeat voice, and it's that heroic, triumphant heroes theme type of song, the way it ends. Great long song. The album hit number 56 in Germany and number 98 in France. So that is my number 3. My number 2, I am moving on to a singer-songwriter from America. He left, or the band broke up. He was with a band. They made 3 really good albums, came back later, made a 4th one. Ben Folds, from his debut solo album, Rockin' the Suburbs. The title track here is awesome, but I'm actually going with a deep cut. Love the lyrics on the title track, but I'm going with a song called Carrying Kathy, and it's a mellow ballad. Ben plays every instrument on this record, so the guy's a super talent. Writes, sings, plays everything. I think he plays almost every instrument on this record, except his wife at the time sang backing vocals. He has one of the guitar players, I think from Guns N' Roses, Richard Fortus, comes in and plays a guitar solo on a song. Everything else is Ben. This album hit number 18 in Australia, 42 in America, 28 in Japan, and number 73 in the UK. This is a very poignant ballad from the pen of Ben, where he's singing about this woman, Kathy, and how he's always carrying her. And then the song has a very sad ending because the pallbearers are carrying her to her final resting place. Now, this song means a lot to me personally. because back in the day, I had a girlfriend from England named Kathy. And for many years, it was a very serious relationship at the time, my longest relationship. And for years, I thought I was carrying her. But now, as an older man, I realized that she was carrying me and she helped me mature and grow up. So the song means a lot to me. Carrying Kathy by Ben Folds, my number 2.
Awesome song.
Man.
Thank you.
Awesome song. It's beautiful piano line. Beautiful.
Great player. He's like the modern day Joe Jackson. And Joe Jackson has a new record out too.
All right. Can we wait a minute. Can we go back to the 60s and start this all over again? Well,
Start with 66. Start with 66.
I don't remember where we started. Where did we start? God, that was a long time ago. I can't remember. Was it 68? 69?
I jumped on in 73, so I don't know how long you guys.
DC jumped on in 73.
Yeah, I have no idea when you guys started.
Ben Folds 5 is a band, I think. It is.
Yeah, they were awesome.
Was it earlier, Tia? Oh, Tia knows. She's got the finger on the pulse of the Warehouse. Fantastic. All right, let's throw it over. What's that? What'd you say, Elder? Yeah.
Check the arc.
All right, here we back to the Brill building years. All right, let's throw it over to Alex Exploitation / Uncle Meat.
Uncle Meat Ploitation.
Right.
Does that just roll off the tongue? Uncle Meat
It does not. That's why I don't say it.
Put
And I
that
don't know
on
if
a
I'm making this or
t-shirt.
not, but I'm doing this because Uncle Meat is double booked and the other gig was much more important. Did I say that already?
Yeah, you did.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
All right. I just want to clarify.
I mean, I can't imagine a more important gig, but okay.
Yeah, this is. I'm really glad I volunteered for this. This has been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So, number 3 for
Yes.
Uncle Meat is
Mm.
Drive By Truckers.
Yeah.
The song is Let There Be Rock off of Southern Rock Opera, which is their 3rd album. This was a 2 CD set. This is the first track on Act 2, which is this 2. And Let There Be Rock, there is an AC/DC connection. This is a song about the singer lamenting that he didn't get to see Leonard Skinner because of a plane crash, but he did see Ozzy Osbourne with Randy Rhoads before that plane crash. And he did see Bon Scott on the Let There Be Rock tour. So if you're not familiar with this band, this is, alt country. I like alt country. This is a band I've never gotten into, but I definitely want to explore it more now that I heard this track. Jason Isbell would join the band after this for 3 albums, and that's another artist that I really like. So anyway, that's number 3.
Yeah, they're a good live band.
I have seen Drive-By Truckers. I saw them a couple years ago. They were great. Oh my God.
My big alt country band has always been Whiskey Town, and I got into them, super big forever, and didn't really branch out. But I want to check it more by Drive-By Trucker. So
they rock a little bit.
Yeah, they do.
Number 2 for Uncle Meat is Tenacious D.
Ooh.
And the song
once I
is
find it.
Tribute, which is off of their debut album. So obviously Tenacious D is Jack Black and Kyle Gass. This debut album was produced by the Dust Brothers. Most of us, even if we're not fans, know this song and this video. But, this was kind of everywhere. So this is also known as the greatest song in the world, which is mentioned in the track itself. The song chronicles the band members' encounter with a demon who demands the duo play the best song in the world or have their souls.
Byron owns it. Oh,
there you go. So this is actually the first song that the band played live. There's some similarities to Stairway to Heaven if you listen to it closely, and there's also a little bit of that Devil Went Down to Georgia, Charlie Daniels kind of connection in the lyric theme. So anyway, this was his number 2.
all right. Fantastic. All right, let's throw over to Mr. BM Bolt, who is typing up furiously about something.
I suppose I could have just said what I just typed.
Byron Scott, ladies and gentlemen, in case you can hear that keyboard, he's got one of those keyboards like it's off a IBM AT computer from
the chiclet keyboard. So
click, click, click.
BM Bolt, he types. A woman I was dating in 2005 gave me the Tenacious D. in 2005 got chlamydia from a gal.
Anyway, I forgot I had that till you mentioned it. Oh, it's my turn, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's why I was talking to you, but you were busy clicking. Mechanical keyboard, clink, clink.
Oh, it's a chiclet keyboard. Aren't they all like that these days?
But you were an engineer geek guy. You got your computer probably looks like an IBM AT from 1976 and big old keyboard.
And I bought this right when I think the day I got laid off because my laptop had died and I was just using my work one. And I was like, I had to return my work one since I got laid off that day. And I was like, shit, I'm going to go get a new laptop. Anyway.
Right.
All right. So let's get back to my picks here.
Yeah, that's why you're here.
I'm going with the Marillion pick next. Davey, you didn't pick any Marillion this time. You know,
that's his album.
I'm going to go. This is the 21st Century off of Anarachnophobia. I thought this was a strong comeback album because the previous two were just kind of.
Is this not the same record?
That's the wrong
album.
That's
the
I don't know. I have no idea.
There's the cover right there.
Hey, I saw that, but I thought it was so stupid that I didn't want to. It looks like Kenny from. Is that Kenny from South Park on the cover?
Yeah. It kind of looks like it. It's not.
Looks like it.
All right, pretend that it's this cover. It is Kenny.
It's
hell
not.
are they doing?
It looks like Kenny. Yeah. So,
all right, so it's a wrong cover, of course.
It's an 11-minute track of real slow emotional music. I really like this album a lot. Like I said, I felt like it was pretty strong compared to the two before it. Come on, Davey.
Cretan doesn't like
this
it.
record.
You don't like When I Meet God? That's a killer track.
It's not enough prog metal for him.
Between You and Me, Map of the World. That's some good stuff on here. Separated Out rocks pretty hard. So I'm going with that pick.
All right.
My next pick. I already mentioned this guy. He was on the band in my first pick.
Yeah.
So it's Tony McAlpine, and the song is called Christmas Island from his Chromaticity album. Album before this, he sang on pretty much the whole album, and it wasn't that great, I thought. It's okay, but this was a kind of a return back to his neoclassical roots on this album. So it's in that vein of his early albums. So if you like the first few albums of his, you'll dig this one. Oh, that's it. Okay, save my last one for next time.
All right, here we go. Thank you, BM Bolt. Let's throw it over to the Elder of Rock, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I really like Tony McAlpine's first two albums, especially Maximum Security and
Edge of Insanity.
Edge of Insanity. Thank you very much. Yeah, those are very good albums. I'll have to check it out then. I'll check this out. I really like those. So my number 3 is going to be System of a Down, Chop Suey. Going out to Kathy because I know she likes the song.
Because she likes chop suey?
She likes. I thought maybe she's just talking about the food.
Maybe.
We don't know.
We don't know.
I don't know.
She said she liked the album. Yeah.
But anyway, this is cool. This came out. I think this came out on 9/11, but like right before, but hearing this, I just found this song cathartic with 9/11 happening. The lyrics and everything really kind of somehow gave it new meaning, and but it's a cool song, and I think it kind of sums up the band pretty well in this one song. So that's that one, number 3. And then my second one is going to be number 2 is going to be Andrew WK, Party Hard. And this is like a big, dumb rock song. And it's just great. And the whole album is like just a big, dumb rock record. Just stupid lyrics and catchy choruses and, just simple songs. But it's great. But it only seemed to work for one album because it didn't, like the album after this, I don't know, just didn't have the same kind of, or whatever.
Elder, he didn't really capture that vibe again, did he, with that second album? But this first one is just great party fun, put it on, let yourself go.
Yeah. But yeah. So anyway, so those are my next ones.
All right. Perfect. All right. Thank you, Elder. Let's throw it over to Eric. Eric, you are up.
All right. I'm gonna first one here. This is my number 543. Coming off of their third record, Animosity. I'm going with Seven Dust and the song Redefine. So kind of like I was mentioning with POD, these guys were almost like leading that charge of that, new metal genre. And I chose this song. I know it's kind of buried on side too, and I could have gone with Crucified on this one. I could have gone with Shine and a bunch of other stuff, but I've always loved the aggressive verses and the riff that rip right into a very catchy melodic chorus. Lejean Witherspoon, their lead singer, has got a real soulful voice, and I always thought he was a great voice. And the Lowry brothers, Clint from the band Seven Dust and Corey from Seether and Stuck Mojo, they've always seemed to have their pulse on what's really popular in the music world. But just a fantastic band, great album, and they just keep rolling from this one out. So that's my number 3. Number 2, off the soundtrack for the movie Rockstar, I am going with the song Blood Pollution by the band Steel Dragon.
Cool.
So, of course, Steel Dragon was, of course, Jeff Pilson from Dokken and Zach Wilde and Michael Malenko, Matajevic from Steelheart. Jeff Scott Soto sang on the other songs on here. But Blood Pollution was written actually by Twiggy Ramirez from Marilyn Manson, the bassist, guitar player for them. And the song features that recognizable, heavy, distorted guitar by Zach, and of course the crazy good vocals by Matajevic. I almost went with the song We Die Young off this record, but I would have been cheating because that actually, the original first appeared on the 96 album Wait by Steelheart. But great soundtrack, cool movie that's loosely based on Ripper Owens' time with Judas Priest. So there you go. My 3 and 2.
Cool beans. All right, let's order to Yvonne. Yvonne, take it away.
Yes, my number 3 pick from 2001 is the Beta Band. It's a Scottish band, and the Squares is the song. It's the first song from I think it was from the second album from that group. I recognize that group from the High Fidelity movie that was released the year before in 2000, and it was a big band in this movie about these people. I really like this movie, High Fidelity. So that's a good song, and I think the Beta Band is they are back again in 2000 last year. So let's see if they get a new album out, but because they disappeared in 2004, so that was not a long career from this Scottish band from St Andrews. St Andrews in Scotland has the oldest golf course. They play golf, so I've been there also. It's a nice place. So my number 2 pick is my guy here, Lenny Kravitz. I don't have so much record to show, and this is the CD, and of course
I don't think. Wait a minute. Have we ever seen Yvonne hold up a CD?
What the
heck? What the heck? Everybody,
10-inch or a 12-inch, but
not a 5-inch disc.
12-inch. Wow.
So in between 2000 and 2010, I didn't buy any vinyl. I was not into vinyl because it was gone and the CD was there and everything. And I streamed a lot of music also later. So, but in 2011, we start my new vinyl career start. But this is Lenny Kravitz, and I still love Lenny Kravitz. I hope he will release some new album. I know he's touring around. Last year, I think he has. But he lives in Hawaii with all his dogs and enjoy his life, I think. So That is Stillness of the Heart is the second single from the album Lenny, and it's a slow, good song. So that was my number 2 picks from 2001.
Excellent work, Yvonne. Let's throw it over to Mr. DC. DC, you're up.
Okay. My next pick has appeared on previous lists. It's one of my, for this time era, one of my newer favorite bands that emerged. Labeled grunge, but I think not really much of a grunge band as they moved a little bit further on down the line from that first album or so. It's the Stone Temple Pilots from the album Shangri-La-Di-Da with the song Days of the Week. There were a couple others I could have picked.
Good song.
I like that one the best. Here's a pick that was actually on the pop charts.
Oh,
and this band has also appeared on a time or two on my yearly lists. I own none of their albums, but I do have a lot of their singles. It's Hella Good by No Doubt. And how about that bass line and that beat? And then you get that wonky guitar lead in there. And I like it quite a bit. A great pop single. And not too many of those were emerging at this point in my life. Not on the radio with radio play.
All right, cool. All right, let me see. What's my next pick, kids? Oh my gosh, we have an ELO series that's going on. I think it's still going on, or did we finish it? I think we finished it, but we're going to extend it. I need to get it booked, though. I haven't booked anything yet. The Move.
Yes.
A whole bunch. It's just right. Isn't that correct, Webb? Yes.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do. That's what you
So
said.
anyway, we're going to go with Electric Light Orchestra, All Right from Zoom. I think that this is a great Electric Light Orchestra track. I have no problems with it. I guess when this came out, this was like, well, for one, this was the first ELO quote unquote new studio album in 15 years. This was the lead single in Europe. Jeff Lynne wrote and basically played everything himself with Richard Tandy on keyboards and Rosie Vila on background vocals. But when you listen to it, it sounds like ELO. So I don't think it did all that fantastic sales-wise. Does anybody remember? Anybody know when Zoom came out? It really didn't do what I thought it would have done.
It was like they were a new band. It was like no one gave it a second thought. I mean, I have the album. It's great, but I think the masses just too long in between and turned their back on the boys.
I guess so.
Grant,
All right.
if I could say something about this album, Grant,
Please,
my friend bought tickets for us to see ELO, 14th row floor seats, Nassau Coliseum, Long Island, New York, and the tour was canceled. He didn't even downsize, just canceled the whole tour because ticket sales didn't do that well, unfortunately. By 2001, everyone had forgotten about ELO. Sad to say.
That's a great point. And in retrospect, everybody just couldn't give a care, couldn't care less.
All right, Jay, there was a ton of positive press for Zoom, but 9/11 happened and wiped out the tour and further promotion. Well,
yeah, it's part of it.
Yeah, that had a lot to do with things. All right, my number 4 pick. I'm going to go with. I think I'm going to go with. Let me get my graphic up. God, it's hard to do picks and get graphics up. Let's go. I'm going to go with Wilco.
Yeah,
fantastic record. See, I do know stuff from this time, but it's all top shelf. This record probably almost never came out. I mean, it got a physical release in 2002, but they actually didn't they release this? From what I understand, I kind of remember that there was hubbub about it, about Wilco giving away this album for free in 2001. So it really came out then. But anyway, this is one of the more straight ahead poppy moments on this. I would say this is an experimental masterpiece. I would say this is Wilco's masterpiece. I don't know. Tweety, I guess, wrote it's basically a nostalgic love letter to his teenage years, going to see heavy metal bands on the Mississippi River landing in St. Louis. So it kind of goes back to his utes to when he was a kid. This has become a fan favorite, a live staple. I think it's fantastic. Yeah, that's my number 4. So we're going to keep going. All right. Up next, we're going to do our number 1 picks and any honorable mentions if you have. So let's keep this dog moving. We are at an hour, so it's about right for this show. All right, Webb, you are up. What's your number 1 and your honorables, if you have any?
Speaking of bands that take a long time between albums, who am I going to show? Look
Austin.
at this. No. Tool.
No. Oh,
Tool.
okay.
Yeah. Lateralus and Parabola. I could have picked numerous songs on this album. I never saw Tool live. I've had a chance to go see them where they tour every 10 years. But this is their 4th album, I think. I love 96's Enema or Enema, or however you say it, the best. But this is a great album. Parabola is just actually a straight ahead for Tool. It's pretty straight ahead. I mean, it doesn't have any really crazy time signatures. It's easy to follow. It's kind of catchy for Tool, and I just love it. And I go back and listen to Tool every now and then. I can't listen to them longer than about 20 minutes at one time. It's kind of like you got to take it in small doses.
Why is it just too much? It's just too much to process, or what?
Yes, and just listen to the drums. I mean, Danny Carey. If I just focus on the drums, my head starts swirling. And just the way they play so many crazy and intertwined time signatures and everything, and it's almost like here's what we can do. So, but am I hearing crickets? What?
Yeah, you kind of do hear kind of like crickets in the background.
Or not.
Yeah, I can hear it. Sounds like a motor or something.
Someone's motor is running. It's probably Webb's lawnmower. Your lawnmower is probably running out in the yard. You forgot to turn it off.
But,
all right, well.
But Tool Parabola is just a killer song. It's one of their albums where they have those little interludes in between for a minute and a half of just weird sounds and stuff. And like every other track is a song. And I don't know how many of you guys like Tool. I know probably a lot of people I saw some people in the chat, but some people just can't stand them and some people love them. There's not a lot of in between, I think, with Tool. But that's my number 1. And no, I don't keep it running, Wolfpack. I keep it charged, though. It's electric.
No, yeah, baby.
So I'll run off some honorable mentions. Hash Pipe by Green on the Green album by Weezer. Used to play that song in the band a lot. Really fun to play. Jupiter's Moon by Space Hog from Hogacy, their last album before they imploded. Short Skirt, Long Jacket, Cake. Save My Life by the Gripweeds, a great power pop band out of the 90s and 2000s. Summer of a Thousand Years is their 3rd album, and they've got a lot of great songs on there. Doyle, Bramhill II, and Smokestack have an album called Welcome. And Green Light Girl, that's just like a great Hendrixy kind of, it's just Texas blues. Great stuff. What about Pete Yorn for Nancy? Because it already is kind of a ripoff of Everlong by the Foo Fighters, but that Pete Yorn album, I don't know. The girls love them. Good
$1
stuff.
CD.
Yeah, of course. And the Gorillaz, Clint Eastwood is a cool song to kind of lay back to and sit on the back porch and maybe catch a buzz to. And,
Whoa, Webb.
Any kind of buzz. Any kind of buzz.
What did he just say? Catch an easy buzz? Is that what he just
easy buzz. Knows what kind of buzz. Yeah. Any kind of buzz you want. But that's,
all right.
Last Night by the Strokes. And because they broke up, they exploded in 2001.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm done.
All right. We'll keep this dog moving. Thank you, Webb. Let's throw it over to Cretan. Cretan, what's your final pick and any honorables?
Okay, I got a lot of honorables. But my
Oh,
number one, I'm going with a progressive rock mini epic that's 8.5 minutes long from the band's third studio album, The Last Bright Light. I'm going with a song called Shrinking Violet by the band Mostly Autumn. And this is a prog. Yeah, you got the right cover, baby. Woo!
yeah, I screwed up the one, but I got one right.
You got former lead vocalist Heather Finlay giving a soul stirring performance on this song. It starts.
That's the fog machine.
Okay.
It's like
That's it.
yes.
My computer.
Keep going, Cretin.
Nothing here. It starts off as a tender ballad and builds into this prog rock mini epic. Love the keyboard work of Ian Jennings on here on piano and organ. He's very understated. He doesn't overplay. And you get band leader Brian Josh with one of his titanic spiraling guitar solos from the 5-minute 20-second mark until the end. And he's dueling. He's playing as Heather Finlay does her wordless vocals, her ahs, with other female members of the band. If you like Pink Floyd, if you like Renaissance, check out Mostly Autumn. And the song ends with the sounds of a music box, which I also mentioned on a BOC song on my BOC show. So check that out on Cretan Classics. A lot of music boxes in my life recently.
All right.
Honorables.
Honorables, yeah.
Let me blow through my honorables fast. Mentioned already by a few people from the Weezer's Green album, Island in the Sun. Yes, from the Magnification album, In the Presence of, Manic Street Preachers, So Why So Sad, Pendragon, the prog band, A Man of Nomadic Traits, 11-minute mini epic, Space Hog, Web, but I have a different song. Towards the end of the album, the greatly titled At Least I Got Laid is my pick from Space Hog. Going back to prog rock, I got Shadow Gallery, First Light, another 26-minute epic song. Incubus, Nice to Know You.
Yeah, that's good.
Travis from the Invisible Band album, the song Flowers in the Rain. Garbage from the Beautiful Garbage record. Cherry Lips, Go Baby Go in parentheses. And my number 15, Tool Parabola from Lateralis.
All right. Thank you, Cretin. Excellent work. Let's throw it over to Alex. Exploitation Meat.
Now listen, for the last goddamn time, it's Uncle Meatploitation.
I know. I'll never remember that.
So, number one for my man Uncle Meat is Willie Nelson. I'm my own grandpa from Rainbow Connection, which was his 49th album. So this is a novelty song written by Dwight Latham and Mo Jaffe, first performed by Lonzo and Oscar in 1947. It's about a man who, through an unlikely but legal combination of marriages, becomes stepfather to his own stepmother. By dropping the step modifiers, he becomes his own grandfather. It's inspired by writings of Mark Twain, and Meat says this is his not only his number one song, but one of his favorite songs of all time, and that everybody should hear the song at least twice.
Cool.
Has anybody heard that track here? I have not heard it.
Well, I shall take that under advisement.
All
Uncle
right.
Meat. He
Meat
recommends
knows.
it. Hey.
And he did not give me any honorables, but I would like to take my time to mention that tomorrow on Grant's Rock Warehouse,
Oh, God. Here we
as
go.
a follow-up to the famous, some say infamous, Metallica and Lulu, or Lou Reed and Metallica Lulu show,
Yes.
the esteemed panel of the Alexploitation,
Yes.
the Elder of Rock,
Yes.
the West Coast Dave,
Yes.
and Brandon from Disturbing the Priest
Yes.
will tackle
Yes.
the Elder
Oh.
live and in person,
The
8
Elder's
o'clock
gotta be
Eastern Time.
Yeah, I think that's it. Are we doing that at 8?
8.
8. So tune in for that. I haven't got the graphics ready yet, but I'll have it up tomorrow. So yeah, we will be live, kids. So get ready, because we're talking Kiss. So, all right, cool. Thanks, Alex, for the plug. I was sort of to BM Bolt, ladies and gentlemen, and get his final pick and his honorables if he has any. I doubt he does. Yeah, because he's scraping the bottom of the barrel now.
No, actually, a few songs that were mentioned. No, I'm like, oh man, those could have been on my list. So, like the Ozzy track, some of the Black Crow stuff. That's about it, though. I don't even know most of the other songs you guys have picked. So, I'm old. What can I say? So, I'm not as old as DC, though.
No, nobody's as old as me.
No.
Come on, simmer down.
Yeah, but DC this weekend though, you felt pretty good. You felt pretty young.
I felt pretty chipper this weekend.
Yeah. Did you? Okay, sorry. Go.
My last pick. I'm going to go with my all-time favorite singer. Everybody know who that is, right? Grant, don't cheat.
I'm not cheating. No one knows.
DC should know this one. Maybe not.
DC doesn't pay attention.
Glenn Hughes.
Oh, that makes perfect sense in retrospect.
Let's go with "Can't Stop the Flood" off the "Building the Machine" album. I don't pick a lot of Glenn solo songs, though. I'm more a fan of his projects that he works on. But
is this a disco album or a pop record? What kind of record is this?
Disco from his getup, but it's not. And Byron, I'll have you know that on my honorable mentions, check out the top.
Glenn Hughes, "Can't Stop the Flood."
There you go. There you go. So it must be a pretty good song of DC Bites.
Yes, sir.
So it's kind of a heavy mid-tempo track. Glenn's really belting it out, but he's pretty good at doing that. So that'll be my last pick of the night.
All right, fantastic. Elder, dazzle us on your final pick.
Well, I will try. So my last one's going to be the song "Cold" by Static X off their Machine album. This is their second album, and this is what they play what they call evil disco, which
evil disco.
Describe what they sound like, especially the first couple albums before they kind of splintered apart a little. This is a really cool song, kind of slower for them though, slower, moody type of song. And I was ironically watching the movie Queen of the Damned this past weekend, and they had the song in there. So that's my number one. Some honorable mentions I got is First Date by Blink 182. I think it's Blink 182, I think, was really for this album and the album before it, and maybe the next one. They were, doing some really cool, catchy stuff, short, punky stuff. But I think this song captures the angst you really feel when you're doing that. Do you like my stupid hair? Is it all right if I hold your hand? And a really cool, short, catchy punk song. And then after that, I'm going to go with Sum 41, Fat Lip. Kind of along the same lines as Blink 182, except for I think Sum 41 has a little bit more metal edge to them. They kind of, again, they say that in their lyrics. Maiden and Priest were the gods we were worshipped, or something like that. They say in their lyrics. And then I'm going to go with the Donna's Play Your Game off their Donna's Turn 21. Another along the same lines, kind of like is the Blink 182 and Sum 41, catchy, short, punky songs, really cool. And then my last one's going to be Disciple by Slayer off of the album God Hates Us All, which ironically or not ironically came out on 11. Just found that song so cathartic, and that at that time. So there you go. So there's my picks.
All right, cool. All right, let's throw it to Eric. Eric, you are up.
All right, my number one is coming off this band's seventh album called Beyond Good and Evil. From The Cult, I'm going with the song Rise. The opening riff by guitarist, let me rephrase that, underrated guitarist Billy Duffy. Then arrives the distinct vocals by Ian Astbury. Kind of brings a little fresh, harder rocking song to these guys. And the reason I bring that up when it comes to The Cult, they have a lot of different genres thrown at you. They got hard rock, they got a little metal, a little goth. rock, and here they come with arguably their heaviest record. A lot of good songs on this one. The production is a little muddy and fuzzy at times, but I've heard that the vinyl release kind of cleans that up a little bit. So I am curious to hear that. But good, solid stuff from a pretty underrated band. So that's my number one. I do have some honorables.
Yep, go ahead.
I might have been the only guy listening to these guys at the time, but Huey Lewis and the News off the Plan B record. We're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time. Journey, I went with Signs of Life off the album Arrival. Steve Augeri on vocals there. Sabotage. Almost picked them in my top 5 here, but Poets and Madmen, I'm going with the song There in the Silence. Hurricane, Kelly Hansen and the boys are back here with an album, Liquid Fury. There's a really cool song on there called New God. DC mentioned Stone Temple Pilots with Days of the Week, and the last one I've got is Into the Pit by Testament. Cool. So there you go. There's my honorables.
Fantastic. We'll give you some applause for that. We got that there are sounds on here, you know. For. I don't know.
So what?
That old gem. All right, let's throw it to Yvonne. Yvonne, what's your final pick and any honorables?
Yes, my number one pick is a song that I first heard some years after 2001. It was in 2004. It was from a movie called Garden State, and the song was The New Slang with the Sins. And the Sins, this is a song from the debut, the first album from the Sins, and I liked this group, and I think I bought a vinyl version of the Sins album from 2012. So that when I started my second vinyl period. So the Sins, I think it's the most popular song also from the Sins when you stream and the New Slang. So it's a very good song. The band is from New Mexico. So let's have some honorable mentions. I have on my list here, number 6, I have Alicia Keys with The Falling. Alicia Keys is a perfect, funny lady, and she has very good songs. And of course, Falling is from the first album from Alicia Keys. And then I have Knives Out from Radiohead. I have Drops of Jupiter with Train. I have Sing with Travis. I think Travis is also from Scotland. Damon Rice, The Blower's Daughter, is a very nice song. And of course, I have from Norway, Røyksopp, Pure Lennon. It's a good song. Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds with Love Letters. I have Mississippi with Bob Dylan on my list. Hidden Place with Björk. Thank You with Dido. And Clint Eastwood song from Godzilla that we've also mentioned. And that was my honorable mention from 2001 from Norway.
Excellent. Thank you, Yvonne. Yes. Fabulous stuff. All right. DC, you're number
one.
one.
What hour of the day or evening are you at this point?
It's 3:30 in the night.
Folks, come on. A double round.
Let's go. Let's go. Give another one. Yes.
And I can mention that I just come back from Bergen in the West Coast. I visited my oldest son and his 2 children. And I was just in maybe 9 o'clock here in my house. And I slept maybe 2 hours and then wake up and got ready for this show. So I was on the record store day in Bergen. I bought 10 records. So I'm so happy because we don't have a record store. Yeah.
See, he's all worked up, so he doesn't need to
see Grant's face walking out of those shops in Pittsburgh with his booty.
Yeah. I got booty. Well, I got a lot of booty.
You'll get booty if you go to Pittsburgh, folks.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Thank you, Yvonne. Top notch. All right, DC, you are up.
I see in the chat how many 12-inch single did Ivan buy. I bought one 12-inch single on record store day. It was Grandmaster Melomel. It's a new version of that. So I bought that on the record store day.
Good one. That's a good one.
All right. Cool. All right, DC, go.
Okay, the last of the 5 I'm presenting, and the first one that's somewhat maybe unknown the most. Although this tune did reach number 30 on adult contemporary charts, this artist has also appeared on a list of mine previously. It is Shelby Lynn with Killing Kind. And this is breezy pop country, and it's a wonderful emotive vocal. And I can listen to this particular tune on an hour-long running loop and never tire of it. And if you think I've got any sense about me with musical taste, check it out and thank me later.
All right.
Now, I have a ton of other choices that I did use on Davy's show, plus honorable mentions, but I will include those in a comment later on.
Okay, that's fine. All right. Thank you, DC. I much appreciate it. All right, my number 1 pick, ladies and gentlemen. This would be my number 1 because I think when this band came out, I think it was, well, I think for the 2000s, I think it was quite refreshing. And my son turned me on to these guys, and I went, my God, these guys are freaking-tastic. My number 1, I'm going to go with the Strokes off of This Is It, Hard to Explain. It was easy. This was the lead single off of this record, and this kind of basically launched that whole early 2000s, I guess you could call it garage rock, post-punk revival. With Julian Casablancas, you cannot mix him up with anybody else. Such a unique vocalist. I think in the UK this got up to number 16, but this is a fantastic record. I don't think that the Strokes have ever put out a bad record, and they're still putting out stuff today. So anyway, there you go.
Something just occurred to me.
Yes,
look
sir.
at that Strokes album and look at that release that came out from Blue Ash. That's a similar graphic look to that one album they
kind of reminds me of this.
A little bit, but if you look that Blue Ash album that they very similar. Hey, and that Marillion album, the one that was from that
Incorrect?
The Incorrect one.
Yeah. What about it? This one?
Yeah, that's the gal that gave me the chlamydia. The goo goo eyes. Enticing me. Then I paid the price.
I think that's a boy. Isn't that a boy?
No, somebody had those kind of eyes. They have chlamydia.
What?
Wait, we just.
I'm not sure what just happened.
What happened?
He's off camera now.
I'm not sure what he's talking about.
You cracked yourself up.
Oh, here we go. Yep, that should have taken top spot. Wait a minute. Am I actually right on something? Well, we cut it 10 minutes short. Prog Rock Dude says, DC, we need to talk.
Oh, there may be some discussions that need to take place. If I've got my bearings that screwed up.
Yeah.
I thought it was a little bit of a rough go.
Oh my God.
And now it's on the internet forever.
Halagard, you arrived too late. What is that? Oh God! Wait a minute. We got to make it Von Big. What is this?
This is the poster for a new Michael Jackson movie. It's out on Wednesday. I'm going to be a DJ here at the local cinema for the movie, and they get good reviews. It's the same director who made this Bohemian Rhapsody with the Queen movie, so I think it's going to be a good movie.
I've heard good things, Yvonne, and congratulations on doing that gig. That's cool.
Wow. All right, kids, we can wrap this dog up. Anybody else have anything else they need to mention before we wrap it up? Tomorrow we'll do we're going to do some Kiss. Tomorrow at 8:00 in the Warehouse.
Kiss released the RSD Maxi with 4 songs on.
I did not see it.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, that was there. They had the one.
They had the Kiss thing?
Yeah.
Detroit Rock City and Beth and 2 other songs on 45 RPM.
Oh my gosh, rarities.
So it's sold out very
Honey
fast.
grab.
Sorry, folks, if you missed out. There's
Prog Rock Dude has honorable mentions. Jimmy World, The Middle, Muses, Plug It In, Baby, The Strokes, Last Night, Paul McCartney's Freedom. Oh, I can't stand that. Some 41's In Too Deep.
That one, Grant.
Bjork's Hidden Place. That Paul McCartney's Freedom's hideous.
His heart was in the right place. Bless his soul. But
yeah, I think I talked too much of this weekend. I did a lot of talking.
Oh, you were chatting quite a little bit.
I was. Anyway, that show, we do have the interview with Frank and
Jim
in the can. I haven't edited. I'm going to try to get that up tomorrow. I just couldn't get it together. There was too much to do with this show today for me to get that going. So we will hopefully have that up tomorrow. And that's, DC and I on the road, taking the Warehouse to Pittsburgh.
Oh, Pittsburgh was a trip, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic city, but my God, it is hilly, and you are doing curly cues and up and down, and road splits 3 ways, and take your chances. And
yes, Wolfpack, you're welcome. I've got more footage from the cruise. I have so much footage to still post. It's just going to trickle out. But yes, the Ravenettes, they were fantastic. And the other thing I wanted to say was something else. I guess there's nothing else. All right, everybody. We will be back for 2002 in a month.
Yes.
I guess we'll just keep going.
Per your request.
Per your request, you wanted to keep going. We're going to keep going. But we'll just do 5 tracks. I don't know if Byron can rally for this.
I'm looking at 2002 at the moment, and I'm thinking, I might be able to find 10.
But it was a good idea with 5 tracks.
We'll do 5, but I'll do some honorable mentions next time.
Right, we'll do 5 with honorables. All right, so we'll get a date out there. 2002 in a month. Keep it clean, people. Wrap the rascal and buckle up, and we will see everybody. Panel, thank you very much. It's always fun. And thank you, Alex, for filling in for me.
Yes, thank you, Alex.
Yes.
We called him up from AAA, and he performed.
Maybe we'll just have Alex back next. We'll just have Alex next month too. Why not? Well, if Johnny Metal's not coming,
I'm down.
Yeah, we might be. We'll see what happens. I don't know. We'll see. It's up to him. All right, kids. We'll see you. Good night.